Next topic is soil resistivity and the site of the electrode. So I have already given you the electric arcing system. So arcing systems are provided to the for the power lines are start production. When the start production happens, so the start production is diverted to the ground. So to the successfully divert into the ground, the soil must have the appropriate resistance. So soil resistance is depending very much influencing the arcing resistance. So arcing resistance depends on the soil resistivity. Soil resistivity means that soil can be the clay or sandy soil or rocky soil, especially the rocky soil are the very high resistance. So that you cannot directly connect to the ground. In this case, you have to make artificial grounding. Artificial grounding, the soil needs to be treated artificially, and sometimes you have to make a mesh. So in the power system, you have to make a mesh in the ground. So that all the electrodes are that you put, many electrodes, they are joined together by mesh. So by this way that you can reduce the grounding resistance. Grounding resistance and treatment of the soil for the artificial treatment method, grounding method, those are the important for the arcing system. Electrode resistance must be low. So they should be just a 5 ohm or 10 ohm or 0.5 ohm is the best one, should be like this. But if the electrode is too high, in this case, we have to utilize the appropriate method. So that in this topic, I show you the influencing factor on the soil resistance, arcing resistance, as well as the measurement of the arcing resistance. Measurement of arcing resistance, we can utilize the arcing resistance meter. So this arcing resistance meter, this is a permanent arc. Permanent arc is connected to the one terminal of the meter, and then you also have to use the temporary arc. You have to put the temporary arc so that in the meter is connected to the temporary arc and the permanent arc. For example, this is a permanent ground here. This ground wire is connected to your meter here, and this is a temporary arc joined here. And here is the meter point out. After you put the thing, you have to put the appropriate distance, you have to balance the meter, and then so you can read how many distance and how many resistance, you can draw the graph like this. So distance between electrode and the arc resistance, the graph. So that graph has to be produced by using the arcing resistance measurement. Now I give you the diagram of the arcing resistance meter and appropriate arcing resistance calculations formula. We will cover in this topic. So it says that the main objective of the arcing electrical system is to establish in the common reference potential for the power supply system. Building structure, plastic wall, electrical conduit, cable ladder, trace, and the instrumentation system. This means that we need to get the same potential for all the building system, power supply system, conduit, cable, trace, instrumentation. Those have to be connected to the arch. The reason is to maintain the load equal the potential. So that we want the low arc resistance. So low arc resistance is desirable, but it depends on the following factor. Not always we can get the low arc resistance, especially the soil resistivity. Soil resistance is too high, we can't get the low arc resistance. In the meantime, the size and the type of the electrode used. So electrode size is also influencing the arc resistance, and that doing electrode body. So then usually we body the electrode into the arc ground, so that that also influencing the arcing resistance. And also the moisture and chemical content. So especially during the wet weather, arc resistance is low, but during the dry weather, arc resistance is high. Also the chemical content also influencing the arc resistance. So the arc resistance we can measure by using the arc meter. So in this case, we can write down the equation for the arc resistance. So E is equal to IR. So this is a basic equation. I is equal to rho L by A. So you have already know that E is equal to IR. E is voltage, I is the current, I is the resistance. In this case, for the other system, E is a potential different across the conductor, either current going to a conductor and I resistance of the conductor. In the spin, I will rule by A, so I say resistance of the other resistance conductor, other bar, and rho is a resistivity, A is a length, and A is a cross in the area. So those are those formulas you can utilize for the other system. Potential are different across the conductor, both either current flowing through the conductor, MBR, as a resistance of the conductor, O, those are resistivity of ohmmeter. And the length of the other electrode is the cross in the area of the other electrode. So those are equations for the other system. In this case, rho resistivity can be calculated. The rho can be calculated by this formula. Rho is equal to 2NSR. So this is the equation. So in this case, S is separation distance. So we can put as a more than one electrode. So this is a separation distance, it's a S. I is a measure resistance. So then we can measure the other resistance. A is a number of electrodes. So in this case, rho you can calculate. Normally we put the up bar, electrodes are with the driven and they are separated by the distance. Equal distance we put so number of electrodes, measure distance, we can measure the other distance by the ammeter. So those things are influencing rho. So in this case, we can measure the electrode. Electrode is we can use as the permanent arc. So this is the ground area. So this is the permanent arc. So electrode got the voltmeter and the ammeter combination. So this is connected to the signal generator and connected with the ammeter. And here we can utilize this is for the temporary arc electrode. Temporary arc. And in the meantime, voltage you can also measure. This is the voltmeter. This is ammeter. This is the voltmeter. So we measure the two temporary arc electrodes. So the distance will be the S. So this is a V divided by A. You call it the distance, and then you can measure the distance. So you substitute formula, so we can get the other distance. So other distance we can calculate them as this formula. RG is equal to rho divided by pi S. So rho is the resistivity we can calculate by this equation 2NS into R. That equation you can utilize. And A is the length of the electrode and bracket law. The nature of it is 4N divided by GH power 3 by 2 minus 1. So this is for the resistance with the O. RG means that resistance. Against the resistance. Or the ground resistance. Okay, so D is the diameter of the electrode, A is the depth of the body. So this is the diameter of the electrode. So in this case, I say electrode for the diameter, this is D. And this is body. So this is H. So this is the depth of the body electrode.
We are talking about the length of the electrode. The length of the electrode itself, how deep it is in the soil.
In this case, we can use the total length of the electrode. A is this one. A is only the dip in the ground. So A is the total electrode length. So those are the formula to calculate the R electrode. The R being resistant. So in this case, A is the total length of the R electrode here. This is the permanent R. We don't measure it. We don't concern about the temporary R. Temporary R is just a body. This is the main R, permanent R. So this is the length of the R electrode. Then this is the age of the total under the ground. So those the formula.
So R is the resistance of the cell at 2 points?
Yeah, resistance of this one, this resistance, the R electrode. So normally this resistance is the voltage divided by the current you call it R. So this is the whole resistance the resistance. Method we use the 4-point method. 4-point method means that there are 4 connection points you can as you see. So this is a 4-point method. So in the meantime, we can also see this
What's LN?
LN means it's a natural operator.
Sorry?
Natural operator. LN. In the your calculator, you can see the LN. Natural operator. Natural operator.
So, see, because they put E equals R,
Yes.
underneath it, R equals, what's that, FL? FL?
No. This is the E for IR. This is R. This is rho we can calculate. I said rho is the resistivity.
Yeah.
So this two is this is the H, this is the S. S R. This is for the total length. A is the this is the total length. A is the only body portion. This is for the electrode. So this is the 4-point method. In the meantime, we can also utilize the 3-point method. So usually we utilize the 3-point method rather than the 4-point. 4-point method is just as a theoretical explanation. 3-point method is how we use. This is as an electrode. So this is L. This becomes an H. So electrode. So electrodes are we use like the here we use the voltmeter. So we put the temporary arch and signal source, ammeter, and also temporary arch. So this is the PNCR, the name of the electrode. So here we call it S. Also this is S. So this is for the electrode. So in this case, when the arch happens, so the adding point potential is around the surface. So here we use the electrode here, adding current. Adding current flow to the electrode. So this electrode is the current I flow here. So usually the current will flow around the electrode. So this is for the adding current will distribute in the arch. So current density, so the adding potential can be calculated. E is equal to J multiplied rho. J is a current density in the soil. Rho is a soil resistivity. So here E represents electric field. Electric field in soil. And J represents the current density. Current density in soil and rho soil resistivity. So in this case, we can utilize that electric field in the soil can be calculated by this formula. Current density in the soil and the rho is the soil resistivity. So depending on the think current, the rho K value is where we depend on. Rho value is depending on the kind of the soil. So more details are formula you can also find in my notes about the what kind of soil, what kind of the resistivity I already before. So this is then we can utilize. Now we can also utilize for the advanced resistor. Advanced resistor is the advanced resistor depending on the number of the rod driven into the ground. So the more number of the rod, the lower the advanced resistor. Single driven rod, whether you use only one rod or the multiple driven rod or the one conductor body or separate conductor body, depending on the number of the conductor body. For example, you use a separate conductor body, the advanced resistor will be lower, and multiple driven rod, advanced resistor will be lower than a single driven rod. Similar to the resistor connected in the parallel. So you use a resistor connected in parallel, so the resistance will be smaller. So this is the things are also the same forward. So this will be the RLS resistance. RLS resistance depends on the cubic near electrode. So electrode depends on the few meters near the electrode. So this is why the point resistivity and the arc current are their product graph. The fundamental wave actually with the arc current. Vertical AC is the point resistivity. So then with the graph we can draw like this. In the diagram, you can see the arc current and point resistivity, the relationship graph. So then we can utilize. So in this case, we use as a formula. Formula is R2 is the arc resistance. And R2 dash. Arc resistance normally is the arc resistance we utilize. So when you measure the arc resistance, with this method, you measure the R2. But when there's an accurate lightning current flowing here, the lightning current will pass through a different arc resistance. Because only you measure the arc resistance 0.50. But this 0.50 is no longer valid when the accurate lightning current flows. So there are relationship between the accurate arc resistance that has to be passed through by the lightning current and your measure resistance. There are two relationships. So I now give you the formula relationship between the accurate and the measure value. So this is the R2 is the arc resistance and R2 is the height arc resistance seen by the lightning current. The reason is that although you measure the arc resistance 0.50, you should not assume that the 0.50 will be the valid when the accurate lightning current flows. It will be different value. The reason is for this depends on the height point resistivity. So for the height resistivity slide, R2 is equal to 0.25 times R2. And low resistivity slide. In this case, R2 is equal to 0.5 times R2. So this is for us, R2 is a height. Advanced resistance same by the lightning current, but there's also lightning resistance R2. So this is the space relationship between the accurate resistance and the field, like your measure of the resistance.
So what's the common resistance which for the electrode use or what?
Yes.